Hi, Period 6. I wanted to show you the work for the week. If you go to your materials list, go all the way down the bottom, and I want you to look for a blue folder. All right, inside the blue folder, it says Assignments Week of April 27th to May 1st. If you open that up, you're going to see that I have several assignments here for you to do. The first is an article that I want you to read. It's called Biodiversity. It's a PDF file. So if you open that up, it takes some time to load, so just be patient. Right, so you're going to be reading about what biodiversity is and what would happen if we had certain members of ecosystems disappearing. You'll also be reading about the difference between genetic diversity and biodiversity. And if you go to the bottom, you'll see that there are questions. You can go ahead and answer the questions on a sheet of paper because this will act as your notes. So once you're done reading it and taking your notes, you're going to go back to the blue folder and you're going to take a quiz on what you read. It's called the Biodiversity Quiz. You'll have until Saturday to do it. All right. The next thing I want you to do is I want you to watch a movie on, it's a Bill Nye episode. So I put a link in here and it should work. If it doesn't work, if for some reason YouTube is not working, open up a new tab and just search Bill Nye Biodiversity, and you should be able to watch the movie. All right. Then, when you're done, or as you watch the movie, there are two ways to do this. I opened up, if you notice, it'll say Bill Nye Biodiversity Notes. It's a Google Doc. If you go ahead and open that up, if you have problems opening it, like I did there, you're going to go back and let me go back to that folder. If you are unable to open up the Google Doc, what I did is I created a Word doc. All right, so if you open that, it's the same thing. Now, the only difference is you will not be able to type on here, but you will see the questions. Now, you have two options. If you have access to a printer, you could print this out and then write in your answers. If you don't have a printer, just number your each statement 1, 2, 3, copy down the statement and fill in the blanks. Okay, so you can either answer the questions here as a Word doc, or if you're able to, let me go back here. If you're able to type in your answers, if you're able to open up the Google Doc, go ahead and do that. Okay, so it's either one or the other. All right, so let's go back to our assignments. And then finally, you're going to be, our discussion board is going to be a little more relaxed this week. So for this week's discussion board, I just wanted you to post a comment about how you're coping with distance learning in all your classes. What are some things you have done that you are most proud of? And what are the challenges you are still facing? I know for me, my challenge with this whole distance learning is some of you are unable to open up the Google Docs, which I know can be very frustrating, or sometimes links aren't working. And so for me, my challenge is finding a way that to minimize these problems that you're having. All right. So one thing that I did this week is instead of just having the Google Doc, I also created a Word document as an option for you. All right. So what I want you to do is share again how you're doing, and then give a shout out or words of encouragement to two other classmates' posts. So if somebody did something that was really awesome, like maybe they turned in a project, like a Google slideshow that they're really really proud of, and they mention it here, give them a shout out. Or if you notice that some students are saying that, oh, they're having problems with this or that, give them words of encouragement or advice. All right. Also, use this board to ask questions about this week's assignments. All right. That's it for the week. Have a great week.